Hi, happy Monday, guys. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me anyway. So the first couple pages in this note packet were all review. A review of matter and a review of bonding. And thank you for sending your homework to me. I really appreciate that. So that was all review. So now the new stuff that I'd like to talk about today is about solutions. And I just want to focus on solutions. So solutions, again, another phrase for that is a homogeneous mixture, which we've talked about quite a bit, and that means that a material is completely, totally, uniformly mixed. So there's a couple of components of solutions that I want to talk about today, as well as what dissolves in what. So to start off with, solutions in general are clear, but they have color. They can have color. So you can have a completely, totally dissolved solution of salt and water, or you could have something like vitamin water, which is a solution because you can't see any particles. In a solution, what you dissolve is called the solute, and usually the solute in Regents chemistry anyway is an ionic salt, such as NaCl. The solute is usually in small amounts, and you can consider it a acute solute. What the stuff dissolved in is the solvent, and for us it's always going to be pretty much water. So if you take two solutions, one is salt water, or NaClAq as we would write it in chemistry, or MgCl2. So see the AQ after that, that means water. So in this case, the solvent for both of those is going to be water. The solute is what precedes the AQ. So NaCl or salt, or in this case, MgCl2. So the entire compound would be considered the solute. Okay, so another concept that I want to talk about today, and it's a pretty involved concept and only has less than half a slide on PowerPoint, but you really need to know your stuff when it comes to bonding. And what you really need to know is the difference between an ionic compound, which is a metal and a nonmetal, a polar molecule, which is an asymmetric molecule, and a nonpolar molecule, which is a symmetric molecule. So like dissolves like means things that are similar will dissolve in others, whereas things that are dissimilar will not dissolve. For example, oil and water does not dissolve, and that's because water is polar or asymmetric, and oil is symmetric or nonpolar. So in general, polar molecules, asymmetric, dissolve other polar molecules. So alcohol, which is polar, dissolves in water, which is polar. Water also dissolves things that are ionic, due to them having oppositely charged attractions. So like salt will dissolve in water. Nonpolar molecules will only dissolve other nonpolar molecules. So if you've ever gotten mascara on your hand or on your cheek where it doesn't belong, or eyeliner, those are all oil-based, so it's really hard to get those off with water because oil is nonpolar and water is polar. So that's what I just talked about for number 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a couple videos with you, and if you guys have a same type of video you'd like to share with me or something different that you'd like to share with me, I think that would be awesome. And you can email that to me or share it with me.